Parsha begins, Ve'ela Mishpatim, and these are the laws. Don't you know that you're not supposed to start a sentence with and? Ve'ela, and these are the laws? So Rashi explains that vav, that and, it extends what happened in the previous biblical parsha, in the previous parsha, to our parsha. In the last parsha, Parshas Yitro, God gave the Torah at Har Sinai, at Mount Sinai. And in this week's parsha, says Rashi, God also said all these details at Har Sinai. And you kind of feel let down. You go through this parsha, and it's a little bit boring. It has to do with practical laws of damages and how you're supposed to treat the orphan and the widow with kindness. You'd think to yourself that after the revelation of Har Sinai, that literally all the Jews heard, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am the Lord your God, and then they dropped dead from that revelation and God had to resurrect them. You'd think afterwards, maybe God would talk about Avos Hashem, love of God, or maybe Hashkacha Pratis, divine providence, something profound, something deep. And then Ve'ela Mishpatim, and these are the laws. And don't think these aren't important because these are also taught at Har Sinai. So what's going on over here? The answer is that God is in the details. That Yitro laid out a vision. But a vision without the practical details doesn't amount to anything. And if you have laws but don't have the vision, then those laws are blind. But you need a vision and the details to augment each other. With that combination, that's what creates a society where God can dwell. That's why Mishpatim comes right after Har Sinai. You need a vision, but then you need to translate it into the practical details. Sometimes people say, you know what, I'm a good person. I want to have the vision. But you also you can't just spend all day saying you're a good person and you're praying to God, but then you go into the synagogue and yell at someone because they're in your seat. That's someone who has a vision, but they're not translating into details. But also, if you only care about the details, but don't have an overarching vision, you're also blind. You need both. Because the vision can't just remain in heaven. It has to be brought down to earth in a practical way. And that's the importance of Mishpatim. That God is found in the intricate details of our life, and those details matter, and they're significant, and that's what makes this place a godly place, that God reveal himself in this world, the Tachtona, the Shabbos.